What is going on, everyone? So recently I was tagged from Jeremy at CJM Farms to be part of a collab called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Don't forget like, share, and Papa. Hello.
What it is to show you some of the good things and the bad things and the ugly things about gardening. So for me, myself, I'm in zone 3. And it's my second year of being in zone 3, and I'm definitely learning a lot. Although our summer, sorry, I'm not thinking winter yet, I promise. But our summer has been extraordinarily hot from what I understand. So I'm going to take you around some of the things that I want to show you guys. If you have been a subscriber before the last little bit, you know that I was really discouraged from my garden this year because I grew so much from seed, and pretty much 98% of what is in my garden I grew from seed, but we fell behind and I didn't get everything into the ground quick enough. So I was hoping that some of it bounced back, and I'll just give you a little walkthrough and show you where we're at now. Before I do that though, I do want to say that Jeremy has called out myself and Bev from our Acre Homestead, and if you know me at all, you know that I've been following her for years. So her channel link is going to be down in the description below. She's also called out a couple channels, and I'm going to leave their channel links down in the description below, and hopefully we can just get a bunch of homesteaders and YouTubers together and show us their tips, tricks, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm going to start off with the ugly. And the ugly, I'm doing this from my phone. I just recently discovered that I can actually film and do a lot more from my phone than I thought I could. So yes, so we're in a learning curve here. So the ugly. Many of you know I started these peppers and tomatoes back in March, and I was so excited to get them in the ground. I didn't know if they were going to bounce back. They were yellowing, they were tough, but they aren't where they should be if I had gotten them in the ground, but they are perking up. So I'll take you up a little bit closer. So they're definitely perking up, and I'm even like getting some peppers on some of them. Now they're not as big as what they should be, but because we didn't do as much as we should have with the garden and in the time frame that we did, I'm not going to have the harvest I wanted. But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on the fact that I was able to produce 98% of my food from seed. Sorry, my plants from seed, because I probably won't get as much this year. But that gave me a boost up, because now I know that I am able to do it. Whereas before I always used to go to like a garden center and get all my plants from them. So I was successful taking them from the time of potting them or starting their seed, and I took them all the way to where I should have planted them in the ground. So at least I know I can do that now. But again, they are perking up. I had some neighbors come and help me put some of these in the ground and gave me a little kick in the tush. So you know who you are, and I thank you. And yeah, so as much as I'm a little bummed out that I'm not going to be able to have as much of a harvest as I want, I'm going to only choose to focus on the positive, because every year there's going to be something different anyways, and it's how you choose to look at things. The bad. I guess that's all part of the bad. I haven't really come across any real bad things, I guess. I haven't come across any bugs or beetles, knock on wood. The only thing I have come across, though, so far is a gardener snake has made a home in my banana pepper bed. And I don't like snakes, so I just kind of give them a little warning that I'm coming, and he usually backs away. So, other than that though, this year, the good or the bad and the ugly can be lumped up into one. The good is that it's perking up, and I do have, let me just show, my potato beds are doing amazing. There's very, very little nibbles. I'm not seeing any bugs yet. I'm hoping the harvest is awesome. So I have 2 beds of potatoes, and we'll see how that works out. My onions look beautiful. I did a little experiment with my onions this year too, and I don't think I put it into a video. So I started all my onions from seed, and I put them in one container. And then when they got a little bit bigger and it was time to transplant them, I separated them all and I put them into their own little individual, like 2-inch pots. I didn't have enough pots on me at the time, so I used this bigger pot here. And the onions in that pot are way bigger than the onions that are in the ground. So I'm very interested to find out, is that going to stay that way? Are they going to stay ahead and keep getting bigger? Or are they going to max out in the pot and not get as big as some of the ones that are in the ground? So it's interesting to find out. My zucchini is looking wonderful as well. Let me take you over there. Hopefully the snake isn't slithered over here. So I am getting quite a few little zucchinis on there. So they're doing really well in these beds. But one thing I did learn for next year is to do all the prep work before. So when it's a little bit cooler, we are going to be working hard in the fall on more beds. We've really come to realize, especially, we're in our early to mid, well, I'll say early 40s. And we are trying to think of things going forward. So we're trying to think, is this going to be, we want to set up basically the garden, I'm going to say once, but now we're on twice already. We want to set the garden up well and have it going forward for quite a long time. But I think that is about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out a couple of channels. I'm going to call out Mallory from Kilter Homestead. Her channel, both her English and her French channel, will be linked below. She has another channel where it's just French speaking. So I'll link both of them down below. And I'm also going to call out Pam from Hidden Blessings, if I could speak today, Hidden Blessings Homestead. I will link her channel down in the description below. Her garden, wow, just beautiful. She has a greenhouse and it's beautiful so far. I've seen it in person because she lives not too far from me. So I've seen it in person, and yes, we can learn a lot from both Mallory and her. So all of the channels that have been linked so far are going to be down in the description below. I thank you guys for taking your time with me. I said this was going to be quick, and we're almost at 10 minutes. I guess that has been quick for me lately. But as you know, I'm a chatty Cathy, so. As always, until next time, thanks for watching.